Okay, so a quick little description of how to change the startup colours on your VIC-20. I've got on the left here, this is the PAL kernel, NTSC kernel will be the same, and on the right here I've got the VIC-20 disassembly, kernel disassembly, plus some notes. So what we can do is, you can see in my notes here, we've got screen and border colour is set here, by this byte here, and down here we have the colour blue, which is the character colour. So how to find these in the actual ROM. So if we go back to the full disassembly, just copy that, find that, there we go. In the full disassembly we can see that we've got a whole bunch of null bytes, then we've got the screen and border colour, and then we've got the load and run text. Load, then carriage return. I can never remember if it's carriage return is 13 and line feed is 10 or the other way around. Anyway, so we've got the text load and run. So let's have a search for text load. There we go. And right before it, we've got 1B, which is our screen and border colour. So if I go back to my notes here, we can see in the disassembly, basically the low nibble, well, 3 bits, defines the border colour. Then we have this bit indicating inverted or normal mode, and then we have background colour. So at the moment, we've got 1B, which, ignore the blue text here, because that's obviously a different byte. We've got that there, which is the border colour. So that works out to be 3, which is cyan. And then we have the high nibble, which is the background colour, which is this one here, which is 1, which is white. So we've got white background, cyan border. And the text colour, now that's a little bit more difficult to find. So what I've done here is basically search for code around this load accumulator instruction. So we've got a couple of stores and loads here as well. So these labels, these are simply hex words. So like if you do a search for lab 290, you will see it basically it's 290 hex. 28F is 28F in hex. So to find where this is, basically we can just do a search for, say, these 3 instructions, hoping that it's a bit of a unique combination. So again, we go back to hex, and we want to do a search for A906 and then 8D8902. The reason why it's 8902 and not 0289 is because I believe the 6502 is little endian. So little endian means that we've got the least significant byte first, and then the most significant byte second, or last, like that. Anyway, so we've got that one. Then another, we've got store accumulator. So we've got another 8C02. Okay, we've found that. So there's the string, and then what do we got next? We've got load accumulator with value 06. So there, that 06 there defines the text color. So I've written the offsets in here as well. So offset 550 in hex for the text color, and then offset DF3 for the screen and background, or screen and background and border color. So what can we do? So I grew up on Amstrad CPC464. That had blue background, blue border, yellow text. So I've done something down here. So blue is on the VIC chip, that is. Blue is 06, which is 110, and yellow is 07 in hex, which I guess will be 111. Have I got that written down somewhere? Not sure. So first of all, let's change the background and the border. So we want to go back to this DF3 here. So this hex fiend is quite new, so I'm still learning how to use it. But let's just search for load again, and then we've got the 1B there. So if we want blue background, blue border, I think I've done it somewhere. Where have I done it? No, I haven't done it. Oh, here we go, 6E. Yeah. So blue background, and then keep the same invert normal bit that it was before, and then blue border, and then that bit isn't used. So we want to change 1B to 6E. So if I delete 1B and put in 6E, there we go. So that should be blue background, blue border. Now let's go and find our text color again. So let's just do a search for AD8CO2 A906. Okay, there it is. So there we go, 06. So we just want to change that, which is blue, to yellow. So if we delete 06, put in 07, there we go, and then 8D8602. 8D8602, store 0286. So that's done. So that should be the VIC-20. This is PAL, VIC-20 PAL kernel, starting up with Amstrad CPC colors. So let me just save that as kernel patch. Let's put it on. Let's do. Where was it? I've got them here. There we go. And there we go. And then just Amstrad CPC. Done. So the next step will be burning this to an EEPROM and booting it up on the VIC. So let's see how that turns out. Okay, let's give it a test on the blue VIC. Power on. And doesn't that look disgusting? So this is with the S-Video mod. So it's S-Video into an S-Video to HDMI converter. And yeah, doesn't that just look terrible? But you can see it's blue border, blue background, yellow text, just like the Amstrad. It looks horrid. Actually looks better on the screen. I'm looking at it directly, it looks terrible. But I do have in here Jason's clear video. Well prepared for this. Clear video for the VIC-20. So I will, and that does S-Video as well. So I will give that a try now. So it goes in there, and yeah, I've already done some fiddling around. Didn't have much good improving the quality. So I'll see how Jason's clear video goes. So this is the S-Video mod I've done on another VIC. That's wrong, that should be 0.1 microfarad. And it worked quite well. So pin 4's got the luma, pin 5's got the chroma. So pretty much I've done that here, but just couldn't improve it. Lots of fiddling. So let me disconnect all this, and basically I think I just need to connect the new output. Where's my little... So that there is luma, goes to pin 4, and this here is chroma, which goes to pin 5. So basically, I bypass all this shit, and I just need to go directly to that pin and that pin. Make sure all the rest is disconnected, decoupled. Let's see how we go. Okay, I've got the clear video installed. It's better, but I'm not astounded by it. It's pretty much, you can see we still get those dark lines there. To be honest, I think it's probably the VIC chip, because the S-video, the plain S-video conversion I did looked terrible, and when I've done it on other VICs it's been okay. Now I've got the clear video in that I've got it hooked up so it's connected to pins 4 and 5. Yeah, I might have to look into it a bit more. It's the first time I've installed it, but you can see we've got yellow text, blue background, blue border. That's all I was trying to show you. Unfortunately, it's just terrible output.